Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my stepsister move in with me and my friends, roommates after a string of bad roommates in her dorm? When I 19 female was 6, my mom met my stepdad, and they got married after dating for 11 months. It was fast, which wasn't the best way to handle it since they each had a kid, but it could have been way worse. The problem was my stepsister from the time we moved in together until the time we moved out for college did not want to be associated with me. We're the same age, went to the same school, but didn't ever have the same teacher, lived together and shared a room for several of the years they were married, and it still wasn't enough for her to see me as just another kid. I was her enemy, and she was awful to me. She'd do bratty stuff, and petty stuff, and overall childish stuff, and then really cruel stuff too. She'd break my toys or school supplies. She'd mess up my bed before I could get into it. She'd hide my stuff or throw it out the window. Then she'd make up lies about me wetting the bed to kids in school. She taught me that her mom at least got to know her before leaving when she was 2, and that my dad never wanted to know me and how even he hated me. She rubbed in the fact her mom's parents still saw her every summer while my dad's family never had anything to do with me, and how nobody wanted me. Then she said I was the reason my grandma died, which she said because she knew my maternal grandma died the day I was born. She'd call me ugly and gross, and she even took my pads and left me without any so I'd have accidents. My stepdad put her in therapy. He punished her for the way she behaved, and eventually they did get a bigger house so we could have our own rooms. I was given a lock for my door so she couldn't take my stuff, and I can admit my parents tried to make it better. My stepsister didn't care about being in trouble or making her dad mad. She hated my mom too, so how mom felt or what she did meant nothing to my stepsister. But she did love her dad. She wanted her parents back together, and that was something she clung on to. She told me all the time that we weren't a family, and one day soon her family would all be back together. Clearly that never happened. We go to different colleges, but in the same city. In September, me and some friends became roommates and started renting an apartment together because dorm living was not for me. My stepsister has lived on campus since she started college, and she's had 4 or maybe 5 roommates. One was a huge slob and caused a lot of issues in their dorm room, and eventually she got reassigned because of it. Another one attacked her and got expelled or something. Another was bad at sharing the room and wasn't very nice to her, and the one she's rooming with now is bullying her according to my parents. She got my number from her dad, and she called me and asked if she could move in with me because she couldn't handle it anymore. She said she was sorry about the past, and she'd rather live with me and my friends than with the current roommate. I told her she couldn't move in and her apology was lame. She told her dad she had asked me, and he was upset I said no. My parents talked to me about the issues she was having, and I told them I didn't care, that all this bad stuff was not my problem, and she spent 12 years bullying me, so why should I save her from being bullied now? They said they understood, and they didn't condone how she treated me, but this could be the chance for a better relationship. I told them I don't want a better relationship with her anymore. I said I want as little to do with her as possible. They asked me if it would be possible to do it temporarily until the summer, and I said no. I told them she should find out if anyone else needs a roomie because it won't be me. My stepsister texted me after I talked to my parents, and she told me I was supposed to change my mind, and her dad said he'd try for her. I told her he did, but I wasn't changing my mind. I told her I would rather go to hell than live with her again. My parents are disappointed, but let it go, and I had to block her because she kept texting me shift about it. Am I the a-hole?